Next one, it says, why Apple 5G phones might not be worth the wait. Very interesting. Everybody in here knows that I am an Apple lover. I love Apple. So does Joey, right, Joey? Sure. All right, for months now, Apple analysts have opined. You know who used to use that word a lot? Bill O'Reilly, opined. All right. Analysts have opined that the iPhone 11 cycle would be an off year and that many customers would hold off on upgrades to wait for the expected fall 2020 introduction of the first 5G iPhones, and the narrative could still play out that way. But what if 5G is a bust? So let's go take a look at Apple. We'll go back into the software. Apple is the second best stock in here by way, not of VST, it was. It's now the third best stock in here by way of VST. The stock is undervalued, trading at 220, value at 245. Remember, value is what we feel the stock is currently worth, looking at things like earnings, and our earnings is forecasted 12 months out, and looking at earnings growth rate, okay? Remember, earnings is the engine that drives the stock's price higher. Apple has got an RV at 1.01, pretty flat. So I would have a toss-up between buying Apple as compared to that AAA corporate bond over the next 1 to 3 years. Relative safety, though, is above the value of 1. Higher probability that when earnings comes out, Apple will meet or exceed earnings. And RT is at 1.26. This is one of the few stocks that are in this watch list that are moving up, and the stock is a buy recommendation. Now, they are only growing their earnings by 1% a year. Very interesting that the phone and tablet market is becoming so competitive. Now, Apple still holds a good share of it, but Galaxy, I believe it's Galaxy, still has a lot more share of the phone market and probably the tablet market. The people that are still buying the Apple products and willing to spend as much money as they are on Apple happen to be the hardcore Apple geeks, such as myself. Here is my iPad. Here is my iPhone. I've got another iPhone. I've got another iPad. I am one of those. Oh, my watch. My watch is an iWatch. So I am one of those diehard Apple geeks who will never turn from Apple. But Apple still overall is a decent, good company. What is catching my attention, though, is that earnings growth. They are not growing their earnings as fast as other companies. Remember the time where Apple was the king of the hill? And they were growing their earnings. And right now, Apple still has the most money as a company still sitting on the sidelines. All right? And right now, they're still trying to be the first $1 trillion company. Let me see. Where's my market cap? Look at that. It's almost at the 1 trillion mark. The market cap on Apple is, they're right now that close. 9,949,000,000. I don't know how to read that number. Anyway. They're trying to get to the market cap of 1 trillion, and they are the closest there. They are the closest there. All right, so man, oh man, overall a good company. Just struggling on some times right now. Let's right-click, view the stock graph. All right, there it is. There's Apple. Let me maximize it. Look at that equity curve, put it over the last 3 months, and this is what, look at that. The earnings per share, which is our forecasted earnings, is falling down. Let's put it on a 6-month graph. Nice upward move, but earnings consistently starting to fall. Very interesting. The stock just turned down yesterday. Nice rebound today. Is it ready to buy Apple yet? Close. Now I'm waiting for the 3 and the 8 to cross, and I'm looking to see if Apple can take out that most recent high before I pull the trigger on it. All right, volume has been pretty steady. All right. So Joff says, no, if premium profitable can be a good deal. If you're talking about trading options on it, I'm not sure what you're saying, Joff. All right, but I'm not ready to pull the trigger on Apple, but I do like the trend of Apple. All I'm waiting for is a good buying opportunity. Keep in mind, though, if the market overall is moving down, the trend of the market affects 80% of the stocks that are in the market. So just keep that in mind. All right, so I am looking for a good opportunity when the market's conditions are right for it. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Now, if you're new to the software or would like refresher information about the software, click on this Getting Started video right here. Thanks to all of your input, here's a YouTube video that we think would be perfect for you. Click right here. If nothing else, folks, just hit the subscribe button right here.